Let's talk about what we're seeing here in Wisconsin right now as the results are coming into the newsroom. Thomas Holbrook, a political science professor at UW-Milwaukee, joining us now. You study mobilization, you study the changing electorate. When you look at how Donald Trump won Wisconsin 4 years ago by 20,000 votes, and how Joe Biden apparently has won Wisconsin this time around by 20,000 votes. So who was mobilized? What changed in the electorate?
Well, it's interesting because turnout is up across the board. Almost every group has turned out at higher rates now than they did 4 years ago. But one thing that I did see, just looking at the exit polls, there are a couple of key groups here, white voters and male voters, both of which went very decidedly for Trump 4 years ago, but are essentially split even between Trump and Biden in 2020. So I don't know if that's so much a mobilization effect or some kind of persuasion effect. But Trump won men by 14 points, and he's essentially even in 2020. He won white voters by 11 points 4 years ago, and it's essentially even.
Are we at a point now where Dane County has far surpassed Milwaukee County in terms of the importance for the Democrats? The city of Milwaukee is flat this year compared to 2016. I mean, it's basically the same number over the last 4 years, where Dane County turned in just boffo records this time around.
Yeah. And one thing I like to try to remind myself of also, but also other people, is counties don't vote. Okay, people's vote. It just so happens that there are lots of Democrats who live in Dane County, and they turn out at really high rates. If those same Democrats were spread across the state, they'd probably still turn out at fairly high rates. But it certainly has become the case that Milwaukee County is very important to the Democratic Party. Turnout here is, but it is about the same level as it was 4 years ago. And Dane County turnout is higher, but again, it's not so much about the county. It's the people who happen to live in Dane County.
Thomas Holbrook from UW-Milwaukee, thank you so much for your thoughts as we continue to see how the 2020 election is going to resolve itself. We have more analyses of the election from local and national correspondents. It's all at the website tmj4.com/decision2020.